Hi, it's Tess. You know what they say? If I had $1 for every time somebody said to me, I'm not a salesperson, I hate selling, don't ask me to cold calling, I'd be a very, very, very rich person right now. So many of us feel that sales is either beneath us, it feels like begging, it feels like asking for business, it feels awful. And customers hate to be sold to. They hate to feel backed in a corner or feel put upon. So, what is it that makes some people really, really successful at closing big deals, more so than others? Now, I had a client who had been closing maybe 1 in 10 of the calls that he was making. He'd been a CEO of a very big treasury company. He was a treasurer and he started his own company and he found it so difficult even to get meetings. And then after doing this solution selling with me, he was able to close 4 out of 7 deals simply by having the right structure and the confidence to go in and have those conversations where he wasn't just winging it. Solution selling is more about marketing one on one. It's about working with somebody to help them uncover their pain and help them feel what they're going to feel in the future if they don't solve it now. It's getting in the door, getting past the gatekeeper who has a very important job of keeping you away if you have no value to add the company. So it's helping you find a way to very quickly be able to communicate your value to those gatekeepers and get the meetings. I literally got a meeting with the biggest food company in the whole of South Africa the other day. And as I sat in front of this person, he said to me, "You must have impressed my secretary. Nobody comes to see me to cold call. I would be seeing 100 people a day." And just by being able to sit in front of him, I was able to show him a reference story and a case study of work and innovation that I'd done for another big food company in Australia. And at the end of it, he was able to turn to me and say, "Look, I've seen a lot of people come through these doors, but I've not seen anybody who can do what you do." And that was only by having these techniques that enabled me to importantly get past the gatekeeper so that she could communicate to her boss that I was going to add value, and for me to have that ability to have the conversation with him to demonstrate to him the value. And then he was able to open up and share with me some of the pain that he was having, and we were able to build a vision into the future. Another customer of mine was trying to land a big liquor company for maybe a year, but she wasn't going in at the right level because she didn't have the confidence to have those conversations at that level because simply she didn't have the know-how. And by learning these techniques and being able to develop a causal chain with her high-level customers, she was able to go in at the right level and get a contract that she's literally been waiting on for over a year. Now, as buying departments grow, it becomes more and more difficult to get in because there are structured criteria that they already have, and all they're doing is assessing you on price. And even if you do have a good methodology, they're taking that good methodology and going to others and saying, "Look, can you just do the same and match on price?" But when you learn the solution selling techniques and you've got influence with the decision makers within organizations, then the rest of it starts to flow and those lead times get cut right back. And you're able to work with your clients to develop the buying criteria that only you can fulfill. So this is something that's not taught at universities and is not taught at business schools. And I know this because one of the biggest business schools, in fact, I think it's the biggest business school in South Africa, is learning these techniques from me for their own business development team selling their customized programs. So it's a 2-day program called Getting to Yes Please. It gives you all the structures, all the scripts, the exact wording of how to order what you say, so that you can develop your own particularly tailored business concept and differentiated proposition with your own reference stories, so that you've got all this toolkit in your arsenal when you go out there and help find solutions to people, for people, instead of trying to sell them stuff. You're actually helping them find solutions to pain that they're going to have either now or in the future. So check it out.